The driving mission at Gosports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now. Focusing on action sports, Gosports is a subscription-based online service where you can watch live broadcasts in addition to documentary content for only $9.99 a month. Gosports captures the intense moments found only during the battle on the field, in the cage, and on the mat, and broadcasts them into the world where they can live magnified. Merging cutting-edge multimedia technology with a focus on narrative storytelling, Gosports.com brings you into the world and lives of the competitors as they chase their defining moments. So sign up now and go watch all these magnified moments on Gosports.com.
Florida, Matty Marshall, Rich Telford here as well. We're going to be watching the battles going down at the first pro event of the year, the Pro Paintball Exhibition. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. Today, you are going to be getting a look at the raw footage of the practice that is going down, just giving you guys a little bit of an update on what you are going to be seeing
like
this
a taste.
weekend. Yes, a little tiny taste what you're going to be seeing this weekend, the teams that are going to be out here, just a couple quick stories. We are going to be doing a little pre-show this afternoon as well, too. Going to be having some of the top guys that are here. Harris Hussein, hopefully get Nick Slowiak in here as coaching a squad. Let's start out with that, Rich. I think it's kind of interesting. So 7 total teams here, 6 pro teams, and then they have a prospect team here that Nick is coaching. So some guys have decided to show up as they're, a lot of these teams, MLKings have been looking to pick guys up. I mean, this is the beginning of the season. Teams are looking to, looking who are the hungry guys out there.
Hey, listen, every team is looking for guys, right? Yeah. If you can come out here and wow a bunch of pro guys, then that's the easiest. And right now, there's always paths to where you want to go. Right now, if you want to be a professional paintball player and you think you can cut it, this is the easiest path. You get on one of these teams, you come out, shoot 4 or 5 dudes of those, a couple points in a row, and you're probably going to get a tryout.
Yeah, it's like, who is that guy? Okay, well, we need to get that
Who's
guy
that Matt Marshall kid?
It's not going to happen at this one. So that's an interesting story there. Again, the prospect team is coached by Nick Slowiak.
Legendary
Los
player.
Los Angeles Ironman.
Nick Slowiak.
Definitely a legendary player. And let's talk a little bit here before we get back to watching some of this raw footage. Again, we will be having a little pre-show. We'll be fleshing these stories out a little bit more this afternoon. MLKings are here with a couple new pickups. We did an interview with Kyle Berry. If you haven't checked it out, check it out on the website on Gosports.com. And he's kind of talking about how they're really trying to build up the MLKings program. So they have a couple guys here. We got NRG Elite. They bring in pretty much the same roster that they've had. I guess they have a couple new pickups as well, too.
They seem like they're the most consistent out of all these teams with their roster and their program.
Which can definitely bode well for your future if you can keep the same amount of guys. I talked to
one less thing you have to deal with, right?
Yeah, I talked to Jared Lackey, man. He said that they're grinding. We'll talk about that a little bit more this afternoon. Also, Columbus Level going to be here as well. New York Xtreme, and not the full New York Xtreme roster. I believe Tim Stetzel and Harris Hussein are the only core guys from New York Xtreme, but they got a couple other guys here from their area
Straws,
that they're looking at.
Solid guys.
Yeah, solid guys. The Outlaws are going to be here, and then of course the favorites, Tampa Bay Damage. This is Tampa Bay Damage's home field. And I mean, we got to call it what it is. I mean, they're definitely, a trophy will be given out this weekend. It is a tournament, definitely a warm-up for the major season. But we got to, it just is what it is. Tampa Bay Damage.
It's like a tune-up event.
For sure. But Tampa Bay Damage is, talking about who the favorite is. They are the big favorite out here. They're not here practicing today. And so they're going to get less reps on this layout. Everyone's, trying to grind on, figure out this layout.
Yeah, they're really the only
they are
true,
the big favorites.
Tier 1 team here.
Yeah, for sure. So So that's going to be, and the things are kicking off tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So Saturday and Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. here Eastern time, as we are in Central Florida, and the weather is great. It's perfect paintball weather. It's a little chilly.
Not for us. For the Florida people, maybe. Not for the California
boys. The Florida people all been complaining and saying it's too cold.
They're wearing scarves and stuff.
This is not cold, man.
We're wearing shorts.
But yeah, so that's the stage is set here, 9 o'clock a.m. Saturday and Sunday, and going to be playing till around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And those are the teams: MLKings, NRG Elite, Tampa Bay Damage, Columbus Level, New York Xtreme, the Outlaws, and then also the prospect team, which I think is kind of an interesting story. I'm looking forward to seeing.
Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Are we going to see any
I would
talent?
love an opportunity like that.
And there's the schedule on your screen. So again, we will be having a little bit more thorough of a pre-show this afternoon. I think Harris Hussein's going to sit with us, try to get Nick Slowiak in here, get a couple other guys in here, get some information about these squads. So there it is.
And the upcoming season too, right?
Yeah, upcoming season here. NXL just released
brand new year.
Yeah, their new schedule, and with the completely new format. Some alterations. So, we'll be talking about all that this weekend. So, yeah, enjoy this raw footage. And, again, we will be having a pre-show a little bit later on this afternoon. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Looking forward to the first Pro Paintball event of the year this weekend at Central Florida Paintball. We'll be back. He wants you shooting like that. So just go straight in. And let me know so I got you know. I just want to, just so we can just kind of get them all at the same time. Yep. Okay.
I have two my way. I have a shooter home my way. Two right.
Hey, Dorito size. Can you see this? Can you see the clock?
Good job. Yep. Not bad. Well, yeah, it's big together.
I muted it. Okay.
I mean, we didn't say anything back.
No, no.
Hey, Harris.
But it's a...
So when you're gonna go down, you're gonna put a few balls at the helmet and just fucking dive for it. It's up to you. You wanna go straight? I want them to shoot straight. Should I shoot then? You double shoot? Or should I go out? Go out. Okay, I'll lose him on that. Get alive. Okay. Alright. Now it's down to me. Where am I shooting? Snake side. Snake side? Snake side. You're the only eyes out. You guys have eyes and guns on the east side. Target you know where they are from the break. And after that, make some specific. So I like yeah, you have to. So we can double pack that.
Nick, after this point, the team's going to play again.
Okay.
I know they're going to play.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I'm not sure what's that, but I just told them they're going to spin. We'll start the new set.
Ready? 3 left. 3 left.
picked up and I'm asking you something for a minute. What do you got? What do you got? And all you have to do is say, Charlie, why? Actually, San Diego Charger. I love him. You're not talking to me. And I got a job to do. What's the charge? Hey, all of that is true, but also you did not want to play. All right, here we go.
Yeah! There we go, boys! Game! Game! Who is that? Did I get a name? Yeah. Hey, Sandy, feet. That's what I'm talking about. I never do it right here.
All right, here we go. Blue team, you're out there, you know. Hey, Rick. I like paintball. Charlie? How are you? Going out there with that freaking mask? Come on, man. Oh, off? No, I know we're getting ready to start the game. I thought it was you. Yeah. You weren't playing. It was like you were on the sideline, then you walked out on the field.
Reset. It's
No, it's fake, it's fake.
game on.
All right, here we go, on the buzzer.
Game stopped.
On the buzzer.
literally saw him. I said, Brick, go put it past the brick. So that's the thing, right? Like, that's like play call for me. They send it left, and they fucking go right. We shot. I shot home. Got him. We shot. They shot.
Point approved. 1 minute.
Hey, ignore the mic, the speaker. Ignore the speaker. All right, ready?
Ron, you gotta tell him where it is.
Killed the snake. I know. I saw it.
We're working. buzzer started to shoot that kid like that. I didn't mean to shoot him.
Harris is right here. I was waiting for him to do something. You know what I'm saying? I would normally
So bad I overshot that kid. I didn't even know.
I would normally do that, but then if I do it, Harris goes, wait. I always do like, okay, it's not going to end good, so go ahead. But Harris, he's like, what is it? All right, here we go. Whoa.
Gotta be clear, right? That's it. Well, he didn't show for anything. He didn't shoot his gun for like 45 seconds.
That's my bad, dude. I broke the ball and I could not hit that. No, hey,
I told him, I said, hey, what you got to do, what's the deal? Bingo! We're trying to get you guys to just go 4. That's where he draws the line. That's where I draw the line.
Side. You feel me? We have a good side. Father said excuses are like assholes.
Yeah, it's either the CIA or Charlie or Chester Moore.
Yeah, right. My daughter, you can go. You got the Chinese charger. We're going out there, no problem, right? Yeah, I didn't get any.
All right, you out there? Oh, waiting on one.
Why you run 700? It's easier run. Listen, you can paint the 200.
All right, you good?
I'd rather have him running on a corner and shoot somebody.
Here we go.
He's got the best running gun. Gunning for me. This is runner.
So good. Are you talking or anything? So normally when I'm just
Nick, hurry up! Nick! Play game! Play game!
okay. All right, let's go! You ready, Nick?
Now we're ready to kick some ass.
Let's go!
guy, if he realizes we don't go out wide, he's just going to dump that. Kick. I'm in. Greg. On this side, dog. Switch every point. Figure it out. Yeah, bring your gun up. John, fix your fucking headband. Not here looking.
I tried to stop the fucking three, and the fucking was really out of road. The problem is I need to hold that thing. I think that would be alright. The only thing is
Chico, you should be stepping back center. Chico, when you pull out, back up a little bit, but I'll go wide around. Once he makes it yeah, well, it's just one of those things, right? If we're wanting to push, once he dies, you're the next guy in.
All right, here we go.
Beautiful fucking shot on Charlie. It's like you can get a paintball, you're not small. You just fucking shot. That was nice. The second you fucking kill that guy, you gotta start talking. That's how shit gets fucked up. Because if you don't say that across the field, somehow you lose that next gunfight, he doesn't fucking know the feelings, and he still thinks that dude's alive. That's how you lose.
I didn't want to talk right here.
No, and I was gonna say, that's yes, that was smart because you suckered him in to that head check. You heard him miscall it. He said he's at 50 snake. You're like, no, son, I'm not in the 50 snake.
Damn, B.
Made your first shot, beautiful. You gotta relay that information just in case you lose. Tell and talk to him about that because he should be asking you for that information.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We don't really get to. Oh, Mark, actually, what we're saying is that so for two reasons tomorrow, I think we should probably put a stake in the ground there, and a stake in the ground there on caution tape, one, so we can actually see what guys going to put there before everyone starts going in it, and two, it will be harder for people to start arguing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's like a line in their mind there that they can't go across.
So we'll run it from that pole to that pole?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't necessarily think it needs to go all the way to there, but like essentially imagine you're sitting in our seat, if there's a stake here and a caution tape from like
that pole, you know, or maybe our back pole, that pole's there, and then same thing over here. That way, while we're there and standing up, we can actually see who's there. Because what happens in an event like this, if we don't have anything like that, dudes start filtering in here, and then we're constantly being like, hey, who the fuck throw water? We were definitely going to close this area off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We had it closed off. It wasn't loud.
Hey! Hey, Alan. Alan.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Here we go.
Red! Red!
AJ, do me a favor. Grab that damage thing right there.
They're all dead. It's all dead. The game's over.
Hey,
I don't care. Your guy's dead. Everyone, you guys won. You had a body alive. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Nick, what was that guy's name? Nick, what was that guy's name? The guy that made the movie.
Sammy. Sammy, he's on our team.
Oh, is he?
He's on our team.
Oh, okay. Last name? My team betrayed us. Oh, wait.
Yeah, trade it. The kitty goes.
My team went to Vegas.
Oh yeah? So people from like people from Chicago, some people be like, let's go to we should still support. I'm like, okay. We're from Chicago, how did Detroit Bears sound? That sound, how did Green Bay Bears? Does that sound good to you? They're like, oh, that sounds like blast, you know. Fucking exactly. The LA Chargers, fuck you.
All right, hold on a second. All right, here we go. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. They need one. He's coming. He's getting there. Chad, what happened? It's broken? You have the remote or you have the button? You push the button underneath?
Only after I got shot.
Oh.
You good now? All right, here we go.
poison in Cali like he knew what poison was.
Yo, but I feel like, yo, I'm up here. I'm up here. I got
No. I'm just trying to tell you that like, I needed to tell you where he was, and that was my bad for dropping that call. Cali, that's on me. That's not you, bro.
Someone else got to tell me that, and I don't see it. I didn't look that way from the break. Red alert.
No, you're right. But that was my bad for getting off that zone, and also not staying on it, knowing that he didn't realize what poison was. And I'm glad you came over and nicely asked him. Yeah, rather than blowing up on him.
I didn't know until this morning. Yeah, it's underneath. Like,
Red corner. What the fuck am I doing right now? No, if I call green, Brian, if I call green, means you go Dorito chill. If I call green, that means back.
all right, here we go.
Let's go. Come on, fire.
Blue.
Hey, green. Go, red. Hey, Dorito! That's it. That's it.
Harris, tell them which part of the snake. Snake 1, or whatever you're calling it.
100%. The problem is fuck about him moved on him. I didn't want to call snake 1 if he moved on him.
He definitely had the right call at the right time. He made the right move. Like, that was all nicely executed. But just if you know for sure what part of the snake he's in, always tell the big way. That way, it's not subjective. It's more fucking for sure. It's
My problem,
objective knowledge.
and it happens, we yell at each other about it. Hey guys! Hey guys! Like you said, snake 1? Yeah. Shit, like, once the next one, when you get shot, then it's all
It just from, again, I can't see what you're seeing out there, but it looked like you made the perfect call at the right time. Just didn't say if you do, specifically. Snake 1. If you don't, yeah, no, snake. That was great. I mean, and then also, that move goes down, and then waited a little bit too much of a start picking the conversation back up, but you picked it back up. So still solid work. But those are the little things.
Dorito 2?
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean the 2? The 2 in not the Dorito 2.
Look good though.
He was in the Dorito 2. There was somebody in the 1 though. No, there wasn't. Guy, I promise you. Hey, on my mother. I don't think so. Hey, good tune. Dorito 2, right? Wait, what about the 1?
How many guys have got over there?
Oh my God, this side's super different.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
Can you see them when they're on? If you got to move it into the shade, it's okay. Hey, ready? Here we go!
To my way, boom shooter my way. Shooter to home.
You're playing against
I want it to be as hard as hell.
Right. That's what I try to tell our guys. Like, I'm bouncing. You guys should take notes. You know, in practice. Zach, that's a 5-yard penalty for pushing the bunker over. It's not. Hey, Zach, it's not a blocking sled.
He looks like a football player.
Wind them up and go. He's going to get 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
You can build a team around guys like that.
That's what you told me.
You can build a team like that. They can't all be that guy. You need 1 or 2, 3 or 4 of those guys.
That's the same way with him. That's the guy. He just can't play.
First attackers for a reason. But they said
really good
yeah, well, some of them, not all.
Not all. Yeah, some of them just don't. They just like.
Well, you know, the first attacker sets the tempo and the pace for the entire game. You're either taking ground or you're getting ground taken on you.
Right.
You're staying alive or you're getting shot out of those 50s. However that goes down, that affects every other guy out there.
Hey, can you run a steak up? Zach's over there. I think the steak.
Here's one.
Hey, they're fixing us. They're fixing the bunker.
Alan, are you still trying to pick guys up, or
I don't know.
you like your squad?
We like our squad.
No, I brought that up to last year.
Hey, are you going?
I need one more steak.
Go, yeah, go. Go do it.
I need one more steak.
Oh, okay. Hey, we gotta fix the bunker. Exactly. Hey, there's this kid on
Oh, you're the weakest link. Sorry, bro. This is what it is.
Yeah, again, that's what you think about something.
Hey, it looks like 3 left. Looks like blue.
Good? Thanks, Zach.
Structure does amazing things to tell.
And then sometimes the structure, they can't.
Yeah,
Until the money.
Because if you guys ain't good enough, people will hit you guys up.
Yeah, because the money thing. Well, I'm so there's no good money. But they don't do it. Travel, everything. That helps.
Everything's set up, it's easy. You have to pay for your hotel rooms too. Free paintball.
First time I got picked up on there, like, hey, pay for paint? I'm like, yeah. You want to pay for paintball? I'm like, fuck yeah, I don't want to pay for paint. I don't know, you guys are all assholes, but I guess I'm crazy. It's free paint.
Before I got on the Iron Man Red Force, he was trying to get me to go to DVD. And he was like, hey, you could drill.
This will be the third one. So you guys have played 3 already, right?
Do you like penis?
Are you ready? Oh, hey, they got the camera down, sorry. Hold up, the camera's down. How many times have you guys played Extreme? 3 times?
Yeah.
As long as you guys are keeping count. Hey, where'd he go? Are we good? Are we good? All right, here we go. So that
Good job, man. Good call. I was hesitant on the Bravo. That's the only thing. Because the home call. I'm watching him. I'm watching him. No, I heard you. Just check it out. Exactly. Yep, I heard the call.
Bob was 15, AJ was 18, so they all played together. So they've been together the whole time. The other guys Bowen, Zach. How's it work? I love you, man. Yeah, we were coach last, and I think yeah. He loses confidence. He's not mad at the coach. He said that he was totally lose confidence. As a coach or yeah.
Some of them need hugs and some of them need sounds.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Cuba, you can go upside in the face like a fucking terrible day. An embarrassment to the team and your embarrassment to yourself. Your mom would be disappointed right now and he'll go out and play way better.
Who's that?
Nick Cuba. He's a tough fucking dude. But if I said there's a couple other guys if we said that too, they're terrible for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
Or life back.
Well, they're trying to find him.
They'll go cry in the car. Problem. We'll take a break. Some guys you gotta stop, some guys you gotta help. You gotta know what to do.
I just slap him out and then worry about it. That's why I don't handle that part. I know. Ever since like this, our second year of playing, I never went into a pit anymore during the competition. Woo! Woo!
Good job, right? Those first two G's, right? As you're taking the time to communicate that, right? Instead of doing that, roll your fucking gun. Don't stop shooting that gun. Do exactly what you did, right? Control the gap and then call those G's, right? Because when your gun is down, you're communicating.
100%.
That guy can get out. And if you keep that God and then contain that gap and then call those G's, it's even better, right? Because then they never get out of that bunker and then control the whole time.
200% right. I should have zoned out better.
Yeah, really good job. Just don't get off the gun. Just your gun's your friend, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, pick up your pot.
brown. I can't even read the front.
That's a peak brown.
Blackie, I love what he did with the new logo. Very impressive. And I like your overall jerseys. It's practice jerseys.
All right, here we go. So that yell that.
Oh, I like the low. I like the saying. Saying.
Yeah, those are ugly.
All it was an outfit.
Look, just one day they showed up and they were like, who are these?
No, Kyle.
Look at this color. My son says, oh, I did. I'm like, holy shit. Everybody likes it. I'm like, I don't care. It was from.
Check.
He was coming around. I know. I'm just saying.
Check.
I like that. Awesome makes cool shit, but here's how it works. You send them the hard work.
Yeah.
They make good shit. I love Todd. Are you guys still getting your jerseys in town?
I don't. We're getting stuff for GI, so I don't know if it's the same thing. So they just kind of.
I got shot off the bingo in the turret.
But because of our, I mean, we like the under stuff.
Literally just died.
But our GI thing, because of like paint deal and all that other stuff, we're gonna go GI.
And there was a 30 supporting rods and
No. So
weapons. Todd was like the originator of the custom jersey, so it's always
then I
good.
built it.
I'm not
Austin died when I built it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't. You guys were saying Alpha, and I turned off and I said, "There's no one in the Alpha." Hey, well, the guy that shot me was literally right there in like the duck.
Yeah, so you were the last guy left.
Right.
And they just came down Dorito side and shot him. That guy shot Austin, and he shot you.
So when I was diving in, they literally killed 3 dudes and then shot me.
What's that?
When I was diving in, I looked back and I saw Austin die. And
Austin was gone, yeah.
Travis had already died.
What's that?
When I was diving in, they were literally all just getting shot up on that side.
Yeah.
It was just a move or something from.
Yeah, they were all. Hey,
because
they
their
were.
guns were down.
One guy, they were locked here. One guy came down. You guys had 3 bodies here. He shot all 3 of them. Pretty sure. Yeah. Because what's his name went to trade here?
With
Caleb traded with that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know who. And then somebody from the middle, Zach or somebody was shot from that guy over there. What's that? One guy on the Dorito side.
We cleared the 50. I was like, all right.
No, on the Dorito side,
They
cleared the 52.
I think he shot me in the back last week. Yeah, when we was going to the state, yeah, he shot me right there. He ain't gonna mess it up. Oh, I got the
Ours is more of a time constraint. We don't want them all standing in line to get freaking food.
Exhibits here is they do chicken tenders and fries. I mean, they serve all kinds of shit. I'm just like chicken tenders and fries. Get everybody ranching. So I need 8 of them or 12 or whatever.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, good. All right, Nick, you ready?
I learned my lesson.
All right, here we go. Woo, woo.
Who got shot? What do you mean you probably like? The only other thing you could do then is look back at top and see what the guys are. See what else is
This is super cool. This like prospect team, prospect team. So the next other field, which is our normal practice field, we're going to play and when it finishes up, first and top team will go out to the first round and play split deck for the so we're averaging
strategize and say, hey, look, I'm going to championship, I'm going to play it in the main field. Gosports will be there. Massive job getting you coaches.
Listen, nobody just makes it. No one goes, I really wonder what NRG Elite's doing today. Like, that's not how the human mind works. You got to make them care by telling them an awesome story.
Yep.
And that's what I think this is cool, because it goes to
We good?
one of those guys who plays well.
All right, here we go. I thought it was a
Pretty sure. Matty, was it bang bang or what?
Yeah, I don't know. If I wasn't looking for anything. So just be extra careful. That was the right move. Definitely the right move.
I thought when you bunked
And he plays well. Big thing is always talk to your center. Whoever saw this move, if nobody saw that move, somebody has to do it.
I'm on Ohio time still, so
You're the big guy that has to do it. Because you're the one that has to make a decision whether to get him or how to play it. So that has to something to say to go to your back guy, get to you, or you have to so after every point in a situation like this, you have to come out with that
I had 50, so I figured, all right, let me try to go get him.
No, dude, that's the right move. That is your role. If they're at the 50 and you're the one, that guy has to. But the timing of when you do it, that's important. Try never get done. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yep. Now if you look, hey, I mean, I'm an old dad now, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, he's not my worst right now. Yeah, well, calm. He's a thick little boy.
Powerlifter, because he's a powerlifter.
Yeah, I understand completely. That's what all the kids do.
One minute. $30 seconds.
Not all of them are good. No. Some of those are garbage.
20 seconds.
Absolutely. I was excited.
10 seconds. Game on.
And then I had a pregnant wife, and even though that's not like as big of a concern with COVID, it just kind of.
Well, hey, I mean, in my honest opinion, you can't be too cautious. It's one of those things that is affecting everyone differently.
You hit it. Clock is still going. Can you hit the buzzer?
Well,
Hit it again.
it's one of those things. So I'm still trying to be as careful as I can, but outdoors during the day.
You said it's
You gotta get enough
maybe you get that cosmic kill you bullet.
Yeah, you know.
Tim on Treasure got it.
You did, and unfortunately, you know,
It's horrible.
it is.
But if he was here, he'd be like, hey.
You do. And I was gonna say you have to advocate for that as well. Like, you can't just slow down everything and pretend like your life is no longer worth it just because of kind of
If we were dealing with the whole life,
Hey, let's go!
but like a 0.1%, if not less, then obviously depending on the age.
it affects every. Like I said, it affects every.
And you know, and like I just.
Game 5, here we
Yes,
go.
sir. It's 13:40. MLKings, York Xtreme. Yeah, countdown. Still countdown.
One minute.
Chico, back center. John, back center, D1.
Game on.
Chico,
Yo, kill the home! Hey, kill the home!
Vision!
He's coming! Hey, God! Hey, for the Dorito! Hey, kill the God!
Roger, get over here! Roger!
Aaron, come on, man. We saw you wipe that face, it. Yeah, we saw it right here.
No, I got slammed on the bumper. I got slammed on the bumper.
Hey son, you know,
I got slammed on the bumper.
How did you trip? Hey, hit the Kyle Hoban, hit the buzzer.
Base. Point approved. 1 minute.
Right now?
Game on.
Hey, Mingo! Mingo! Hit the buzzer! Hit the buzzer! Hit the buzzer!
Base. Point approved. 1 minute. Game on.
All right, so you hit the buzzer?
Okay.
What? Right now?
Towel. Towel.
Good, Chad? They're what? So all we have to do is change the towels? All right, here we go.
My walker.
That's what made you faster.
Walked it off like a champion. Like
It's 100!
The whole thing was a great look. I wish we were filming that moment.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll try it one time.
That was Kevin.
This ain't trying. It's a good one.
Approved. 1 minute.
Baby goes 100. And the beta, kill one.
Time out. Game on.
Getting in here, like, dude, communication was on point.
There you go, Chewy.
Multiple levels of communication, right? So where everyone is, that's step one. You guys have that dialed in. Everything constantly changes. You called that kill. Now you're gonna start to go to work. Start to get a vibe with your guy. Like, is this guy new? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and it's totally different, obviously. But the next level is what you're going to be doing, what you want to see, especially if that's a new guy. If that's a new guy and you're the front guy, tell him what the fuck you need. Like, tell him what he should be doing. Hey, you know, based on the changing variables. So if the guns are shifting a certain way, you need shit to happen. Also, let the play develop. Let practice, right? We got all the time in the world, bro. No need to rush it. Pretend there's 15 minutes on the clock, unless you set your intention. Also in practice, you should be setting intentions. Like, hey, if we go up on these dudes and it's 5-on-2 or we're in good spots, like, let's purposely push this because this is a problem you guys have sometimes. You guys are down points. I agree. You're down points a lot, right? Because you're an emerging protein, right? So you need to be practicing those moments. Set intention, right? And then the communication also has to have intention. But the first step, excellent, bro. You got into a good spot. You called all the right. They were all in the exact spots. I'm pretty sure. I don't know all your codes, but that was all perfect.
Yeah, I called the 4.
Yeah,
you're completely right. Maybe I should manage him a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying. When you got a new guy with you, you have to be giving him direction. Okay. You know, like when you're in a pressure situation, like I could tell you had the shit figured out. You were in a good spot. You were very calm, methodical. You knew kind of what you wanted to do. Didn't know if it was waiting for it to develop. But then dude makes a move on you, you know, and shit starts to devolve. But when you're dealing with a guy that's new, you have to be telling him what to do. You're the experienced guy. You have to joystick him, even if he's your back guy, or at least say, or you know what I'm saying though, like ask for things from him. Ask for things from him.
You're completely right. I should be managing him a little bit better. So I don't have to worry for the guy in front of me.
Yes.
You have to worry about him so I can go to work.
Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. That's all your back guys in general, but specifically newer guys, he doesn't know what to do, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just got on the spot. You know, like, you can't expect him to joystick you. You have to joystick him. You got to flip the script sometimes in the changing variables.
I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Appreciate
it looked good, though. It didn't look bad.
But whether my guys are out there or not, I have to win this game. But I mean, I'll get guys over here to do that. They need to know. I just got to find out what guys they are. I'm like that fucking answer.
It's hard to get everybody on the same page when you live 5 different places.
Exactly.
So you know it was 2 buzzers, 5 seconds.
buddy, buddy, go, go. Check your leg. Your leg, your other leg. Your other leg. Your hip, bro, whatever. Your hip, buddy, look. Your hip is fucking sweet.
Hey, I lost him. Where's he at? Where's he at? Talk to me. Hey, Adreno's inside on me. Adreno's inside on me. Stay on the money. Stay on the money. Stay on the money.
I know there's nobody there. I know there's just I put my gun down. So the guy that took Peterson's place.
Yeah. But at first, for a second, I wasn't sure. I was fast with the confirmation.
Running like this is slower than running. It's like moving with the road. And then most of the time people are low. So if your gun's like huge, it's missing less. I really don't know. Hopefully I'll break it. I'm not going to the... I love that. I'm doing the tower to the wedge. Yep. You're doing the same exact thing. I mean, because it makes more sense. Because, like, as soon as you go to the tower, you're automatically shooting. So, let's say you don't hit. So you bump to the right. And then from there, you can post on the snake side, or you can post on the side. Whichever one you do. And then if they kill the hole, or the hole's not with it, let's say you can wrap around it and blast it by yourself. These are two different things. lot of people are gonna take this big ass bite. No, that's why I'm like. And then if you do take a big ass bite like that, I'm about to break. I'm gonna flash your ass. Bro, standing out in the middle, can't see through you, you're big dude, you know.
I just do what I can. Support the family. Yeah, you're out. Get out.
Yep.
Red!
Not bad, but when you're in that spot,
You gotta get the fuck out of the back center first.
you knew you shot. I don't. Did you shot that guy? Yeah, shot me in his head. So you knew that kills there. I feel like once he came out of there, you were like, "That's my fucking spot now." It forced a little too much.
Yeah, no,
You gotta feel that pressure. You know what I'm saying? And also, you lost your back eye right at that moment too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So just awareness, head check back. You know, like I'm not gonna tell you not to move forward because you're not a.
No, but I agree 100%. I feel it too.
Yeah, just, and I'm not talking like chill. I'm talking like 10% chill. Head check backwards, because if you would head check backwards, you would have saw your boot come off and you wouldn't have run into that lane. And that dude was on that fucking lane pretty much that whole time. So you kind of just gave him that kill.
Yeah.
You know, you almost made it, but you don't want to be in that situation. You either are putting a fucking guy in and forcing your will upon him, or you are seizing the moment in a proper timing. That was needed. So you gotta just keep that in head. Still though, good looks. You need to be impressed.
Yo, I shot that kid when he slid in. No, you were already dead. I saw you standing on the sideline. It was that one ball, right? Came in. No, I didn't. First thing, he got shot. He almost killed me. He shot the crowd.
We're not just out here calling codes. Should we wait for the rest of the lives? What's the intent of it? And is it received? One thing I noticed that NXL and Gosports do, fucking throwing their guns, wait for everybody to be done, and then walk out with the box of the line. I feel like it'd be so much more organized, more intimidating too. You know what I mean? Like they're not just walking out. You got one guy walking down. You got fucking, you know, exactly.
It's probably like the Russians did.
Dude, it's little things like that that'll change the game. Immediate confirmation back.
And that next bump for
because losing bodies and dying for no fucking reason.
I don't know how this works.
You know where the day started with Calgary until you retired.
My head has to.
Put your mask on, man.
Red! Red!
Hey, he shouldn't be beating you down the field, bro. 56 years old, he shouldn't be beating you down the field. Dude, talk comes out of your mouth more than
Hey, Nick! Nick!
You felt it. Nick felt it. Better than me. That's all. I was cheating against a bunch of amateurs too. All right, come on. Stop now. You gotta go. Gotta make the team somehow.
Hey, Nick! Again!
know we shot was bounced Carly. Y'all have special size
I did the math. If it goes down, it will swing me, then that will be fine. Like that, what side do you want? That they're walking it out.
Harris! We have we only have those 2 cases. I'm not opening them. I got 4 pots.
And then Barry.
Sure, get the back of Carlos' pass.
And then Barry's coming.
Chicago, I smoked both those kids off the break, but then I got blind shot like a scumbag.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear anything from you.
You already had a couple good points today. Hey, it happens. Those are the ones you got to shake off, but you know where you got shot.
Where does it go from there?
Now, did you tell the person on the team that shoots that
Small shoot bunker.
how you got shot the break and how fast you get shut off? Now we're going to say you're going to get shot the break. We're going to show practice. Take that as a lesson. Where you play slowly down the hole, what's your shot, outside your shot, line shot, figure that shit out.
It's just going to give us that 29. So really, really good.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, just communicate that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ask the question.
Coming!
That's what backers are supposed to do.
I think looking good's like 90% of it.
It's like, hey, look good, feel good, play good. Exactly.
It was perfect. I just wait till
Two, I'd call it. they wanted to jump out there real quick.
Survivability tactics is all I like.
Let's see how y'all do now.
I don't know. Get that technique down. You know, I'm normally like side skipping.
I got a lot of time spent on the sidelines, man. You know, a lot of polish to throw.
All those years of ultimate frisbee are finally paying off for something.
Yeah, it was a couple years on heat, not fucking playing. Looking for his barrel stop. Which you absolutely need to start the game.
Yeah, you do. This is 100% true. From a referee standpoint, he needs that barrel stop.
Yeah.
For the safety of all those on and off the field. Really the team player.
You got it?
Wait till he gets like
Blue! thought so. I thought, all right, cool. Ah! Yeah!
2-on-1. Shot 2 players. Anybody really?
What's up? One more point, then we'll be done.
important because ultimately it's about creating an environment where you're going to learn enough in practice so the mistakes lessen in the pressure situation.
Good boy, Ash, let's go! Last point, that's it!
No, motherfucker, you should be geared up.
I know.
Wash this stuff.
Hey, turn it around! Flip it! Flip it!
I got shot?
I was saying, there's no way they're out of paint. There's no way.
Flip it. Run it again.
Right?
Huh?
That was too fast. Hey, flip it! Who needs paint?
Nobody. Ain't fucking hard to shoot anything.
They just fucking hurt him, but.
Run it back. Well.
Yeah, that's it.
I fucking shot the guy. I shot him, and I fucking shot fucking Harris. Yo, that's
Yeah, I shot it. So come with me, try to get fit.
No, let's get the team together. Yeah. I think we better pull everybody in and talk about where we think we're at. We got a match first thing. We really even know we got to call our. I think we should call our starting line. We want to make sure we don't put something together that doesn't. You don't want to go, well, this guy, and someone's going, well, we didn't even play together. That would kind of be. I mean, that's gonna happen tomorrow. I know. So, I mean, I think points. You want to go by points.
Hey! Okay, I think we should take that for what is. We need to look at the field. We're here. We should do it now. But I think we have to think about it. Okay, what is possible to make first on the bucket? You got shot. I got shot running to China. And we know about that. But if I slide or die, I will make it. We know that we can get to it. Jose made it to the corner twice. Running and gun. No, once.
So let's back up a little bit. Let's be much more generous. I'm going to actually have to get I'd like to hear his answer first. What wins points? How do you feel?
Personal opinion, right? I really believe is the wire attacks. In the field itself, attack that middle, basically at the point where Charlie launched from the home. In there, but if you would have launched the home up into Mexico, I don't think you would have had success. Most of us got shot from the middle down there. There's people up there, there's people that attack the middle quickly, but it's not bringing them success like we did with Greg a few times. He got up. Where's Greg? Greg!
I think he's doing that
interview. Doing an interview?
They're doing the interview, yeah.
All right.
He's one of those celebrity guys, so
It just means he's on the bench tomorrow.
You would get up there early. The whole thing is that you're at someone's disposal. They're snapping at you. They're engaging you. You don't really have a blocked off gap.
Yeah, and that's true in a lot of places on this field. Like, you know, even to go to a spot and just rip paint to stop something. You know, our fire calls don't really exist out here. You know.
On top of that, the only team that really gave us any problems was NRG. They were fast. They played the slow point.
And then we went quick on them. And
we beat them up. I really think that it's going to be an aggressive-based field, and the thing that's going to happen throughout the progression of this field layout is that everyone's going to attack the wires, attack the wires, attack the wires. Once we get good at attacking the wires and we find out how to slow the player down, I think it's going to be someone staying with the baby, or money for a long time, or the alpha for a long time, and slowing those guys. These hands, I don't think will really slow much down, and once they're found, they'll die. The guy's not a good center player, and they find them and they stay in the same bunker.
And I felt like, you know, I got trapped in the baby once or twice. I didn't feel like there's a lot of things there. I guess we drew some guns sometimes. At one point I remember, you know, it seemed like they had some guns there. I don't know how effective that bunker is.
You asked me, I think it's the same play.
So welcome here to the Pro Paintball Exhibition, Central Florida Paintball here at Lakeland, Florida. Matty Marshall here on Gosports.com, and really excited about this weekend. First pro event of the year. Going to do a little pre-show. Going to have some guys come on the show, talk about their squads here on the eve. The battles are going to be going down starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. First up, it's going to be Zach Geiger from NRG Elite. I've been grinding out here in this practice session. You guys are watching some raw footage, so stick with us. Here's the pre-show is about to begin here on Gosports. We'll be right back. So welcome here to the pre-show. So we got this Pro Paintball Exhibition going down, Central Florida. And thank you guys so much for joining us. It's going to be an interesting battle. Got Zach Geiger here from NRG Elite. Now, so Zach, we've seen you on different squads. We got about 5 minutes here to kind of break down your squad, how you got on the team real quick. I mean, we got to insert a lot of information real quick. So if we could just kind of start out with, first off, I thought you had some good looks over here. Looked like you're going to be playing the snake side for NRG Elite.
I mean, it's probably going to slow down by tomorrow. But, yeah, today we're just giving different looks to, the other squads out here.
And you were playing hyper-aggressive over here. You were one of the guys that – you guys aren't wearing your own jerseys.
Right.
And so Alan, the owner of the team, he's out here helping start the games. And I kept going over. I'm like, who's that guy? He's like, that's Geiger. I'm like, was that Geiger again? I'm like, so you were having a pretty good day out here. Mm-hmm. Were you feeling good personally?
Yeah, I was feeling healthy. The train's a little rough. I wasn't trying to gamble too much on taking big bites. But, yeah. I was feeling pretty good.
So let's actually talk about this layout just a touch.
Okay.
Like you said, snake side looking like – I thought talking to some guys walking the field and looking at it too, some of the guys are saying going to play potentially a little bit slower. I didn't see that at all out here. It looked like it was playing pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, it can slow down. It depends on, if you get the pick off the break, right? If you get a pick on the snake side, you're going to take a huge bite. And other than that, I mean, I can see it slowing down. But other than that, it's pretty heads up.
And we'll see. We really will see what's happening out there. Who's going to be getting shot, doing what, in what situation, trying to push that issue. I mean, look, there's a trophy at stake here. This is a tournament.
Right.
But this is also a moment to try to stretch things out a little bit. We are just getting ready for the season right now, trying to see what's working and what's not. A lot of these teams trying guys out. Let's actually talk about NRG Elite real quick because I don't have you for that long. I talked to Alan. I talked to Lackey. I talked to some of the guys on the squad. It does look like you guys are pretty much riding with essentially the same lineup from last year with a few additions here or there, but those guys are hurt.
Yeah, we made some tweaks in the offseason. I mean, we didn't really have an offseason really. Yeah, some of our players that we did pick up are hurt. One player, Zach Freeze, last practice fractured his humerus.
Ooh.
And then Eddie Dawes, he pulled his hamstring. So
these are the crisis guys?
Yes, sir.
So I heard a little bit of John on the squad. They were saying that those were the Carolina cripples. Because the guys from Carolina were getting injured, which is it's obviously unfortunate. You have a chance to come out.
Right.
Look, injuries are going to happen. But it is a little unfortunate. But I like the squad. You guys are still one of those teams not a lot of people out there know.
Right.
Which is why we got you in the seat. I'm really actually glad that we're touching base with you because you're getting some really good looks out there.
Thank you.
But I do feel that there's a lot of unsung talent on your squad that could represent this year. What do you think it's going to take for you guys? You're fighting an uphill battle. I mean, we got to call it for it is, right? You guys are an up-and-coming team. It's never been more competitive in the pro league, but you guys are really grinding. Obviously, you guys have a great program. Alan's giving you guys a lot of opportunities to get your grind on and to try to get the team into some sort of form where you can compete. Give me that vibe right now.
I mean, last season we only had Vegas and World Cup. So we were only limited to the two events, and then we had those two or three regionals, and the pro teams don't really know what we do. We want to be hyperactive and just running down your throats, but given what we did last year coming into this year,
Yeah, it's tough out there. It's tough because when you're a team, an up-and-coming squad, you're looking at across the field of paintball legends, man.
Yeah.
It's like we say, kill your idols, right?
Right.
In this game of paintball, you have to go out there and compete against these teams like Dynasty, like Houston Heat, like Impact, like San Antonio X Factor, Tampa Bay Damage. Let's talk about that real quick. The favorite before I let you go. The favorite here for sure. We got to, again, call it like it is Tampa Bay Damage.
Right.
But you guys have got to be pretty stoked to be playing a team like Tampa Bay Damage with the lineup that they are going to field for 2021 because this is a big opportunity in the sense that if you come out here in this first pro event, they weren't out here practicing today.
Right.
You guys were getting your grind on, getting these looks on this field layout. I'm assuming that with Damage showing up, that's the team that you definitely want to knock off their pedestal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they gave us a pretty good beating down in Florida or a World Cup. And, it's unfortunate how the match went. But, yeah, we definitely want to, go heads up with them. I mean, we're definitely not scared. Yeah. And, bunch of great paintball players on that team. Bunch of legends.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to do against Damage. I'll let you go. I got one more question for you as far as the squad is concerned. Give me 2 names of who you think is looking the best in the off season, whether they've been training, whatever it is, as far as like, because again, NRG Elite, new squad coming in, not a lot of hardcore fans. The hardcore fans will probably know your roster a little bit, but the fans that know the dynasties, they know the Heats, the Impacts, X Factors, maybe they don't know like who to look for on your squad. So if you had to pick other than yourself, again, I'm talking to Zach Geiger, but other than yourself, give me 2 names on your squad of people that they need to remember their names. You think they're going to have a good 2021 for NRG Elite?
I would say Kyle Bowen and Austin Buffton.
Okay.
And that's the owner's son.
Okay, so you got Austin. That's the younger one?
Yes. No, he is the older one.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
he's the 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 22-year-old, and then Bowen, but you have 2 Bowens on your squad.
Yeah, Kyle Bowen.
Kyle Bowen.
Yes, sir.
And he also kind of plays the snake side, right?
Yes, sir. He's a versatile player.
He's versatile, but he had some good looks out here too. And
Yeah.
I believe he's also like a former Army Ranger. Is that true? Is that Buffett? Oh, it's a little quiet. It's on the DL?
Yeah.
Sorry. He's a quiet operator. Anyway, so look, NRG Elite, up-and-coming pro team. Thank you so much for sitting in here,
problem,
Zach.
brother.
I really appreciate it. It was a good look. You had some good looks legit out
Thank
there today here in the practice session, so stick with us. We're going to have Greg Montalvo from the MLKings sitting in with us next. Also going to have, hopefully, Nick Slowiak, if he didn't disappear, and then Harris Hussein from New York Xtreme here on the pre-show as we are getting the stage set for the first pro event here, Pro Invitational at Central Florida Paintball. We'll be right back.
The driving mission at Gosports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now.
Welcome back here, Central Florida Paintball. I'm with Greg Montalvo from the MLKings. Interesting story here, Greg. So, we had Kyle Berry on the show on Gosports Live. If you haven't seen that interview, definitely go check it out. You guys just had a pretty big tryout.
We did.
So let's talk about the team's look right now in context of the tryout. I love talking to you, intelligent guy, science teacher. You're always a fun person to have these paintball discussions about. You got a really great head on your shoulders, and you've been really getting shredded in the off season. So I got to give you that credit too. I didn't get actually talk to. I was going to say, actually, you're not. You look pretty slim and trim right now.
I appreciate it.
I know you've been working really hard at that.
Thank you.
But let's talk about the team. MLKings, cool story there. It's a longer story. You can go check it out as the interview we had with Kyle Berry. We don't have a lot of time with you here. We got to fit everyone in this pre-show. But you guys had a big tryout. You whittled some players down. Where does it stand right now? Who's still here? Obviously, I saw Mingo, a.k.a. Kappas, out here. Some of the other guys that have been in the squad for a little bit. But you've picked up some new guys, so break it down for me.
So basically, last week we had about 42 guys. It was 42. Then from there, we narrowed it down to, I think it was 18. And then from those 18 on Sunday, we played against them, tried to see how is it that they handled situations, things like that, and then narrowed it down to the 5 that we have here. So the idea being, and this is a great situation for us because we can actually see how do they actually perform on the field. Maybe they were cheating at practice, maybe they were, and we didn't catch that.
You never know.
Yeah, so it's something that we can see how is it that they handle you're down 4-3 against Damage. Where's that gusto that you have to go and do what you need to do? Are you going to fold or are you going to stand up and actually fight?
Yeah.
So we want to see that in the players themselves. So we have 5 guys that came back from around different areas. Some from Florida, 2 from New York, 1 from New England and New York, I think. So I think it's supposed to be colder tomorrow, so they'll do fine. But I'm from Florida, so it's supposed to be a little bit colder in the morning.
This is not cold. All the Floridians are like, hey, prepare yourself, bring your hoodie, man. It's going to be super cold. Like, I'm from San Diego, and we have a drier heat typically, not the humidity you guys have here all the time. But this is not that cold, man. I mean,
just wait for the morning.
Okay.
I'm half Cuban too, so
okay. That's where the Montalvo. I wanted to ask you about that.
Montalvo, yeah.
Yes, I was like, where does the Montalvo come from?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Cubans in Florida.
Yep.
That's a longer story, obviously.
Sidetrack.
Yeah, sidetrack. But hey, I love tangents, as everyone that watches the show knows. But But I think it's a cool thing you guys are doing. You know, again, like we just had Geiger here from NRG Elite. We're always going to be cycling through the teams that are young and hungry, that are coming up, that are trying to make something of themselves with what they have. And I just like the fact you guys had a big tryout. You cut it down. You had a bunch of people show up. I love what Charlie has done with the team, the opportunities he's given for guys like yourself, and you have made the most of it. You know, you've had some really good looks out there. I like what we've seen out of you on the field. Not just saying that because you're here. That's legit. I think you really could thrive in pressure situations deep in a tournament because you have a good head on your shoulders, and I've seen that already in the prelims. But, you know, kind of helping coach the team a little bit. It was actually fun to stand on the sidelines here today during this practice and have some fun conversations with some of your guys, and just how receptive those guys were.
Absolutely.
But that's kind of what's going to be interesting in the story we're going to see play out tomorrow and on Sunday. So MLKings are going to be picking guys up. Some guys, not everyone's going to make it.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of the cutthroat way it is in every pro sport.
Right.
You guys, you're bringing some dudes out. Not everyone's going to be able to be good enough to be on the team, but we're going to find that out through, you know, trial of combat out here this weekend.
What I really like about it, too, is that we did have some guys that have played pro before come out to the tryouts, and they're not here. We wanted to see guys that, one, have, of course, the gun skills and all of that, super important, but, again, having that mental toughness to be able to go through and do things. Kyle, his goal when we did the athletic portion, he's like, I want to make someone throw up. So the first time, 4 guys threw up.
Yes.
So he met his goal already. But the whole thing is we want to see the guys that, one, like you said, are sponges. Because there has been a lot of things that I've been able to gather from you, from Rich, from Mike Paxson, from all these guys that I've been able to talk to that now I can give to other players. But if they're not going to take it, I don't want you on the team.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to have constructive criticism. Yeah, if you disagree, let's talk. But also, okay, maybe I've been in this situation before. Listen.
Dynasty just won the World Cup. Ryan Greenspan's been playing, Marcelo and Alex and all those guys, they've been playing paintball forever.
Right.
Tyler, but they still go to practice and give themselves what you could call constructive criticism.
They're brothers.
But that's what keeps them at that level. You know,
Right.
you have to continually sit there and take the iron against the stone and keep that edge sharp, and that's what you're trying to achieve here. So I like what we're going to see out here. I'm excited. We're going to have to touch base with you as the weekend goes, and let everybody know exactly what that story is. I think that's a compelling story, but that's what's possible. You know, these younger pro teams that are trying to make their way in the pro division have the ability to, you know, it's all up to you guys.
Right.
You know, do you want to make Sundays? Can you make Sundays? Well, we'll see. I mean, how fast can you get as good as it's going to take to beat these top teams? It's never been more competitive in the Pro League on the eve of this event and the NXL season. Anyway, Greg, thank you so much for
Thanks
sitting
for having
in.
me. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it, man. I always love touching base with you. We definitely should get you up here to do a little commentary.
I'm down.
Yeah, for sure this weekend when you guys aren't playing. But yeah, so you know, we got 7 teams going. Hopefully we're gonna have Nick Slowiak in here. I do see him over there. Hopefully still, as there is we're calling it the prospect team, where a bunch of dudes showed up and I saw a couple good looks out of some of those guys out here.
I love that program. I was talking to Rich about it. I know we're a little bit strapped for time, but just some people were kind of hating on it. Oh, well, they're spending this money. Where else are you going to get 6 matches against pro teams to be able to learn from Nick Slowiak, who has won tournaments in pro? It's just something that you're not going to get
in the past 12 months. And also, look, man, we got the cameras on.
Yeah.
And so what's at stake is, you know, a little bit of paintball fame. You come out here, when they match up against Damage, if somebody has an amazing run through and shoots 4 guys, I'm forced to learn that guy's name.
Yep.
And kind of like we saw in the one-on-ones, like no one knew who the hell Mark Baginski was before this year, and then he makes it to the finals, and now if you've been following Pro Paintball, Mark Baginski, the Iceman, he's legit.
He's solid.
You know, so and he's a young kid. So it's, you know, this is a keep what you kill pirate lifestyle in the sense that you have to come here for the battles, and then we'll see what you're made of when the guns start firing.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to seeing some paintball shot in anger tomorrow morning. Anyway,
fun.
Greg, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Stick
having
around.
me.
We still have hopefully Nick Slowiak, definitely Harris Hussein. He's over there waiting in the wings here on the pre-show before the Pro Paintball Invitational here at Central Florida. We'll be right back.
The driving mission at Gosports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board, with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now.
So welcome back here. Pro Paintball Invitational going down at Central Florida Paintball. Matty Marshall. I got Harris Hussein here from New York Xtreme. Harris, always love talking to you, man. You're definitely one of our most vocal pro players. And you've been traveling all over the place. You were in Cali, you were down in Southern Florida, now in Central Florida, here for this Pro Paintball Invitational. And, you know, we're calling it New York Xtreme. Is Stetzel showing up?
Tim Stetzel comes in tonight.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Now, just real quick. So they got Harris Hussein. Stetzel's a beast, up-and-coming talent. But I'll tell you what, man. You said, look, I got some of my boys that came out to fill out the squad because we couldn't get everyone here. COVID, real life, this and that. Everyone's getting set up for the season. But I really like the guys you had out here today.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about what people are going to see tomorrow here on the New York Xtreme roster. And let's just start with the snake side. Callie here in the snake, he's a beast. Where does he come from? I'm just playing the everyman here. Let's pretend I don't know anything about it.
Sure.
Talk to me about, let's go snake side across and what your roster you're bringing. The reason why I'm bringing this up, look, you guys lost some points today. You won some good ones. You won some low body situations. It was a kind of a fun look for you guys today, and you guys were trying to figure it out. You guys are taking some great constructive criticism. I felt that was excellent. No one was making ridiculous excuses about making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Really positive day for you guys. But again, let's start on the snake side. We'll work our way over. Let's talk about who's going to be playing snake for you guys.
Yeah, so I had Callie from, he plays for Mutiny. He's a up-and-coming talent. He's trying to fight his way to pro. He's a good kid. He actually, anytime I pick somebody up, I want them to be a grinder like me, like somebody that's willing to, take a punch and punch back even harder. He's one of those dudes. So he was actually out with me last weekend in San Diego while we were playing. So I was like, hey, man, why don't you come with me? I'm going to be down a body. Josh Taylor couldn't make it, and he was my sixth. So, he just couldn't make it. But, Callie's playing really well. He's very aggressive. Once I slow him down a little bit sometimes, and sometimes it's bad too to slow down a front player that's so aggressive because you can't teach aggressiveness sometimes. So yeah. He's a monster. He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he had a couple of really solid looks, I thought, for you guys out here today, and also was able to take some constructive criticism really well.
Yes.
He absorbed it like a sponge, and you have to tip your hat and respect to people that can take constructive criticism because that's what it takes to be elite out here. If you're not already, even if you are elite, you still need to be constantly tinkering and refining things. You also were doing that as well too, and you had some good looks out here. I saw some awesome typical Harris Hussein stuff. Rumbling down the field, shooting bodies. You had a nasty snapshot on the inside today. Yeah. We were watching some raw footage out there today if you guys caught it. But I also love the fact that because, and look, we're not new to this now anymore. I've known you for a little bit of time. So when I would, hey, Harris, come here, this is what I think, you did really awesome at this, and you were just, because in order for you guys, New York Xtreme, when you get the full roster, to be elite and to be making Sundays on a regular basis and having a chance to win tournaments, you guys need to take it to that next level.
Yeah.
You know that. All the guys know that. And I really do appreciate how you are trying to set your mind to get that information for you to get to that and help your team get to that next level because you're a leader on your team.
Yeah. I try to, I've always been pretty little hot-headed, and, I'm really...
As we saw at World Cup.
Yeah, honestly, I tell you, World Cup was just like, I was playing all year, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, grinding for Cup, and that result really hurt me, so I, sat down for 4 weeks because I was like, man, I just need to take a break for a second.
Yeah.
And then when I did that, now I'm all ears. I'm traveling. I actually, before I went to San Diego, the weekend before that, I traveled to Virginia, played out there against NRG. But I'm really just, the only thing my goal is going to be this year is to just keep my ears open and my mouth shut because it's a lot better to listen than to speak. So I'm trying to get as much information and try to, whatever somebody's willing to give me as a tip, I'm all ears.
Yeah, ego is both a giant boost to your ability, but also a giant enemy that you have to fight against at all times.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're trying to manage that as much as possible. Also, you're going to be playing the ultimate shootout.
Yes.
So I think that's amazing too. But this is what I love about you, Harrison. I think you get a lot of fans like, yeah, you're real vocal and you're going to catch haters too, but you also you say what you think about things, but you are in the grind, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm a fan of you. I want to see you do well, and I love the fact that you're just traveling all over. You're playing in California. You can play Ultimate Shooter. You're here playing this. You're also trying to help motivate your guys and other squads too. So that's cool. Again, I can't keep you here forever. We are in a little bit of a time crunch, but we are going to get Nick Slowiak in here. He has the prospect team, so it's prospects. We call them the prospects. A bunch of guys that showed up to try to get some looks. But that's kind of the cool thing about this invitational, because look, we're broadcasting this. The camera's going to be on. Rich Telford and I are going to be, doing some commentary, and we've seen some paintball. So and we're looking for guys to step up here. This is not a, this isn't a regulated NXL event. This is an event where you should come and kind of let it out there, let it hang out, see what you can do. And that's what we're looking for, and as somebody that look, you're somebody that if you're going to pick somebody up on York Xtreme, you're an opinion that needs to get consulted on that. Yeah. So what are you looking for out of that prospect team, just in general, for people that are out there that are listening that want to eventually kind of do what you're doing right now, traveling all over, playing all these, all these different events, and with all, getting to be able to scrimmage with Dynasty in one weekend and come out here to do this the next weekend. What are you looking for out of that mentality and talent-wise?
So me personally, when I'm looking for somebody, I'm looking for a grinder. I don't need the best player out there, because if you're the best player out there, that's great. But I want to know what your work ethic is like. If your work ethic isn't 110% all the time, then you're only going to go so far. Talent only takes you to a certain point, I feel. And that's why, for me personally, I like to train as much as possible, knowing that I don't have an excuse going into the tournament on if I did play bad. It wasn't based on the fact that I prepared going in. It was the fact that, I just, for whatever reason it was, just had a bad tournament. But that I hate excuses. When people say oh, the refs, the paint, whatever, at the end of the day, it's on you to do the best you can and then let the odds play out. We have 3 other players on New York Xtreme.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's talk about those other guys. I was going to bring, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Here that you brought this weekend. Yes. So we started with the Snake. We got Callie and the Snake. Yep. Take me across the field, and who else is going to be here?
So we also have Brian Gutierrez. He actually played for Miami Rage. The kid is a killer. Yeah. He's an animal. He plays.
He had a nasty point on the D side, because it fell apart for you guys on the Snake side.
Yeah.
But he won it on the D side.
He is nasty, and he actually. I trained with him for 4 months down in Florida, and he just was, he's just open ears to everything. And I'm if there was a kid that you want to keep your eye on this weekend, it's going to be Brian Gutierrez. He's an animal. Also, I have my sparring buddy, Chris Tyrell. He plays he'll be playing everywhere. He's kind of like me. He's going to be trying to really get, he's very versatile. He's working his way up the ranks, and honestly, every weekend the dude is out with me 3 times a weekend. He's also going to be an animal, and is only going to take a certain amount of time and experience, and this is the perfect thing that I could bring him to, knowing that it's not going to mess up his ranking, and he can play against tournament players, and I can throw him out there and feed him to the wolves, and I know he'll fight back.
Yeah. And then anyone else?
Yes. Chris Straza.
Yeah.
He played for Wolfpack. The guys.
He had a good day today.
Oh, he had a great day. Straza is always a solid vet. Played for Top Gun Pro. He's been playing Wolfpack. He's trying to get his way back into the pro circuit. I know that. That's another one. I go for grimy dudes.
Smart guy. Good head on his shoulders and a grinder. That's what you want. That's what we want to see. We want you to be as intelligent as possible, but also, and he doesn't play the first attacker. Bigger guy, and very experienced, plays back. Straza had a great day today, man.
No, he had a great day. The only question I really have is going to be who's the idiot that's going to play me in the Ultimate Shootout, because they're going to be punished.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, we got some names in there. We got Billy Bernaccia. We got J-Rab.
Good.
We got some huge names coming in. We got Ronnie Dizon.
Hey, I'm not no sucker. So don't get
I know. And that's why I asked you, because we're doing matchmaking here, and I did ask him who do you want? You said, Matty, I'll take anybody. You give me J-Rab, I'm cool with it. You give me Ronnie, cool. Billy, whatever. It doesn't matter. Line them up. That's kind of what we want to see. We still have 1 or 2 spots open. I don't know who's going to be taking those spots. We got a couple different options, so we haven't done the matchmaking yet. So, but I will definitely let you know, because I know you're going to give them an earful.
Before, after, during.
I can't wait.
Anybody that's going to be in the way. So I
think this. Look, I really think the Ultimate Shootout. We saw how good Chad Boucher did in the Ultimate Shootout, and he was able to take that victory.
Yeah.
You have a similar style as he does. He's an aggressive bowling ball. You're an aggressive bowling ball. He plays good on his feet when putting variables together. That's what I've seen out of you. I think you got a chance there. But there are some legends in that one. So
yeah, I'm a legend killer. I'm a
okay.
legend killer. So hey, don't get it twisted.
I'm not.
Harris Hussein is going to be the best paintball player ever to play the game when I put up those cleats.
Hey,
it's going to be a matter of when.
I'm just glad that you were willing to take the challenge. So Harris Hussein, best of luck, man.
Thanks,
I really
bro.
appreciate it.
Wow.
Yeah. So New York Xtreme, Tim Stetzel, Harris Hussein, and then the other guys he was talking about, man. It's a fun look and a squad that I think could be competitive out there. Damage is definitely just last question.
Yes.
Damage is obviously the best team out here on paper, and that's the team that everyone's going to be trying to take down. So that's my last question: is what do you think about Damage this weekend?
Well, number one, I appreciate them for coming out here and really, wanting to play. They're going to be solid. They're going to have everybody out here. I know they actually picked up a couple new players. I will let them announce who they're picking up. It's not, up to me, but they did pick up a couple of solid kids. I think they might be losing a body too, but, at the end of the day, Damage is going to be damaged. Now it's going to be the point of, can we come into their home turf and punch them in the mouth?
So that's what's going to be going down here starting 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But stick around. We still have another guest, and it is going to be Nick Slowiak. He's going to be talking about the team that he is coaching. It's the prospect team. Some guys out here trying to get looks and see if they can get picked up. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
The driving mission at Gosports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now.
So welcome back here. Last guest of the pre-show. It's a very paintball famous person and my good friend.
Matty Marshall?
No, that's me. I'm introducing you. Can you just let me do my job real quick?
I'm excited.
Anyway, here we are at Central Florida Paintball. I got Nick Slowiak, champion from Las Vegas, Los Angeles Ironman, and one of my good friends. So you have a very interesting role here this weekend. I think this is kind of a cool thing. So you are coaching the prospect team, the prospect team, as we're calling it, as basically it's a bunch of dudes that showed up. One of them already got picked up on MLKings.
Yeah, I just yelled at him. I was like, hey, you feeling good about that choice? You could be playing with us right now.
So just kind of break it down real quick. We won't keep you here forever, but do want to kind of get the download on what the story is.
Matty's famous words. Hey, we won't keep you here forever. We're talking.
Well, I mean, we could look. I'm notoriously long-winded, and so everyone's always telling me to wrap it up, including my wife. So I like to talk about things. Yeah, I got Rich over here being like, "Hey, can we wrap it up? We got to go. Let's go get some dinner." Because if not, I'd literally talk your ear off for hours. So yes, that is definitely something I always say is I can't keep you here. But that's more for me, to be honest.
I know, I love it. That's like how love how consistent you are with it.
But it's true. You and I could hear and BS for hours about whatever's going on. We could go into the woods. But I only have you for a couple minutes. So let's talk about the squad and what's going on. Just let's have you explain it in your words of what it is you're doing here this weekend and what it means.
So at Cup, I got a call from Jeremy Salm. And he explained what they were looking to do here and asked me if I'd be interested in helping out with the team that was going to be assembled for to give guys opportunities to come out here and play and showcase their skills, right? Gosports was already kind of signed on. And, he knows a lot of guys through his program. He told me that Allen was involved from NRG Elite. They have a lot of guys in their program. And it's just they were looking ahead to the future of players for tournament paintball, looking for them to progress up to the pro level, or at least a higher level, right? If some of these programs have semi-pro teams, which they do. So he kind of laid that out for me. I talked to Ann a little bit. Harris, I talked to. I don't know that I got that great information from him, but I talked to Harris quite a bit. And they asked me if I'd want to coach, and I said absolutely. And so You know, they started with the program. They obviously have been running some of these practices before, which Gosports has been at, and they assembled the team. And I got their, you know, some of their information, came out here, met almost all these guys for the first time. 2 of the guys I know because they're local from Florida, and then we just started playing. You know, took down, hey, where do you like to play? Where do you like to play? I did a basic field walk with all the guys like I would in any clinic. It was great because everyone voiced their thoughts and comments on it, and then we started playing paintball and beating these pro teams in practice.
Okay, so let's talk about the beating the pro teams in practice. I did see you guys win some points, so it's not like it was you guys getting lambs to the slaughter out there with this throw-together team that you're working with. It was not a bad day for you guys. Talk to me about your day here in practice.
It was great. It's one of those things where, you know, there's definitely some work that this is going to need. You know, me kind of taking a jab at it, like to be a little more prepared with the guys, right? Like basic res, like, hey, where do you normally play? What's your previous experience in division? What teams have you played on, right? That's all information that if you were a coach looking to pick someone up, you're going to want that. You're not just going to want, hey, what's your name? Your name's Sam, and you from Idaho?
And you play Snake One.
Okay,
perfect.
Well, roll the dice, get out there and do it. That's kind of what I had to do.
Yeah.
You know, we played the first couple points. I had 3 game plans already set up. And so ran those 3 points, ran 9 points, 3 of each play, and just got to move people around based on what they told me they like to do and see where, you know, the people kind of flowed in the communication. And I've got to say, overall, I'm impressed. There wasn't a single guy out of the 9 that I have here. We're still missing a guy that should be flying tonight that didn't say, hey, I want to play here. Hey, I want to go get this. Hey, I want to play aggressive. Like, that's what you want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Now, I've never coached a pro team. I've coached divisional teams, but like people speaking up and saying where they want to go and what they want to do is huge, especially for me in this position. So, you know, saw some good plays out there. I'm definitely going to butcher people's names. Christian.
Let's
interject.
Well, no,
Look,
we love tangents, but give me a couple names of guys that I know you got a bunch of guys. You could probably break them all down real quick. Did anyone stand out to you today? Did you have anyone specifically, a couple names maybe we could give the people at home that they could remember for tomorrow, so when, you know, the prospect team shows up to play, they can remember the name and the position? That'll help me out too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cage Henderson.
Okay, good name, Cage Henderson.
Yeah, and it's like CAIGE.
It's very millennial. Is he millennial?
Sure. He's younger than me, so I don't know.
Great name, though. Yeah. Cage Henderson, I like it.
Cage played really well.
Where does he play?
Snakeside.
Okay.
He, a few of the points, he liked running up into that center brick. Did a really good job. Died a few points early, just got clipped out, but kind of gained his composure. He pulled off that crazy, like, 2-on-1.
Yeah, okay, the one where I was like, who's that kid?
Yeah.
That was
him. It was him, and before that was Sammy.
Okay.
And I can't say his last name's IANA. He's pronounced it for me earlier, and yeah, at this point it was like we're Sammy, like that's easy. But
Anaya?
Yeah, yeah.
Iana?
Sure.
Iana. I think it might be.
Yeah. Someone's gonna watch this and like message me on Facebook and tell me the pronunciation.
I think it's Iana.
But he
may be wrong.
He was the front snake guy. He played really well with Lucas Harrington. He was the first guy you asked, and it was funny because he was like, "Hey man, did Matty want to know who I was?" I was like, "Yeah, we got you, we got you. We're gonna say your name."
So
man.
which one was that one? Lucas?
Lucas was wearing. There's 4 of them that are all wearing black beanies with headbands.
I know, guys. Can you please have some original style? It definitely helps us out. If you're coming up the ranks, you know, and maybe like a backwards hat with like a flipped up bill. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hit up Todd. Get some weapons headgear.
Yeah.
But so both those guys played really well on the snake side. Lucas did a really good job communicating. He was wearing the red Proflexes. On the up the middle, Steve Bolden played really well. He was every point. He was like, I had him play the back center a few points, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm getting bored. Can I go get somebody?" I was like, "Absolutely. Where do you want to go?"
This is what I want to hear.
Went up the middle, got some kills, did a good job of communicating. I mean, I could say positive things about everybody. Everyone made mistakes, but overall. Yeah. You know, I wasn't sure what I was going to get. Everyone had multiple points that really impressed me. And, I mean, we played against an NYX team, an MLKings team, and NRG Elite, and each one of these guys punked out someone on one of those teams. And that's the part that I like. And they know it. And, like, the confidence that some of these guys have and the smiles on their faces, like, they're like, we just beat those guys. And we just threw ourselves together.
Well,
Barry Rooks played for a long time out in California with some of the Dynasty guys. He's an OG guy. He's coming back.
And I talked to Phil. He's also been around for a long time,
Frenchie.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He played with Fred Hamon back in the day. And he's not even that old. I was like, how old? You must have been like 15 playing one of these guys if you played with Fred and Fabrice Hamon back in the day.
Yeah, those are like my two sleepers that I know because they're both from South Florida. So those guys, it's good to have that. And it's, again, everyone has stepped up, and the really cool thing is that the encouraging of each other. Like, these guys have never met each other, aside from like Phil and Barry. So it's really cool that they could just come together and just have that conversation, encourage each other, and do as well as,
Last question. Give me a starting 5 right now. Who's the first 5 you put out tomorrow on point 1?
I'm going to put out Carlos, who I didn't speak of, played for the Wild Dogs.
Okay.
He's wearing the Wild Dogs pants.
Yeah,
yeah,
Carlos
man.
from the Wild Dogs.
Carlos from the Wild Dogs.
Got World Cup Pro experience.
He does. He does. You pick him up, guys. Whoever's watching. I'm going to put Carlos, Cage, Lucas, Sammy, and then.
Kind of tough on the 5th one.
Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see it. It's a really cool story. I'm glad you're here. So
it's a lot of paintball.
Yeah, there's a lot. Even though there's only 7 teams here, and 6 pro teams, and including the prospect team, it's gonna be a fun weekend, man. We're starting things off, kicking things off at 9 a.m. tomorrow here, Central Florida Paintball. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please tune in this weekend. Let everybody know the first pro event is going down. There is the schedule there on your screen. We're going to kick things off with the MLKings and York Xtreme and NRG Elite and the Prospect Squad. So it looks like NRG Elite's going to be your first test here, Nick.
Yeah, first test. We got to play them today. The thing that, I'll say does kind of worry me is we play at 1 against Level Up, and then we play at 2 against Damage. So that could be kind of rough. That's a lot of paintball back to back.
You get 4 games tomorrow. That's great.
Yeah,
like
between 9 and 2.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Well, that's what they signed up for, right?
I guess. We'll find out.
Well, yeah, we will find out. So again, kicking things off here, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. MLKings and New York Xtreme there in the first set with the Prospects as well too. So thank you guys here so much for joining us on the pre-show. I'm really excited to get things kicked off for the 2021 season with the change of the NXL and everything kind of pushing now towards a different goal. It's interesting. It's a new change, but that's for another conversation. So we'll see you guys.
Which we'll have right now, because why do we have to leave anywhere? We don't have to go anywhere.
Hey, I was told at a hard 30 minutes. We're way over that already at this point in time.
Next weekend, I'll be in San Diego. We'll talk then.
Let's do it. Can we?
Yeah.
Can we get some beers? You want to come see the baby?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be here, not necessarily super bright and early, but 9 o'clock a.m. here Eastern Time, Central Florida Paintball, legendary paintball field. We've been here many times for many events over the years, practices, NCPA events, and here we are for another one here at the Pro Paintball Invitational. So, Matty Marshall, Nick Slowiak, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.